Yo, 2 racers enters, 1 leaves with the crown, 5 grueling rounds, no draws. Kirby Air Riders is the weird one, minimalist controls, insane speed, and modes that feel like a game night in a blender. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is the Gearheads arcade racer, slick handling, stacked track list, and customization deep enough to lose an evening in menus in a good way. Let's dive into this race off.
Round 1. Fight!
In this round, we're going to be looking at presentation. Who looks cooler blasting past the finish line?
3, 2, 1, go!
When it comes to presentation, Kirby Air Riders is pure charm at 100 miles per hour. Bright effects, clean visuals, and a toy box vibe that sells the fantasy of riding ridiculous machines with Kirby's characters doing Kirby things. It's the kind of game that makes you smile even when you're losing because the screen is always doing something cute or chaotic. When it comes to presentation, Sonic Racing Crossworlds is pure spectacle. Tracks are packed with visual variety, and the constant shifting between environments gives racers a themed park ride energy. It also has that slick Sega arcade sheen, big boosts, big effects, and the kind of course design that looks made to be replayed in time trials. When it comes to presentation, who is the king of this round? I will say Kirby is charming, but Crossworlds is the more visually event-like racer. Every lap feels like a set piece, meaning that Sonic Racing Crossworlds goes 1-0 up against Kirby's Air Riders.
Round 2. Fight!
In this round, the focus is all around sound and music. Which game makes you want to turn the volume right up?
3, 2, 1, start!
Kirby's audio matches its personality, energetic, playful, and constantly reinforcing the fast but fun vibe. It's the kind of soundtrack that makes even a stressful race feel friendly, and the sound effects do a great job of communicating speed, impact, and momentum swings. When it comes to sound and music, this is where Sonic does Sonic things. The soundtrack is loaded, high energy, and built for racing adrenaline. And because Crossworlds leans into music identity so hard, it becomes part of the motivation loop. You'll replay tracks just to hear certain songs hit during certain laps. When it comes to sound and music, who takes this round? I will say that Kirby's music fits perfectly, but Sonic's Crossworlds feels like it's trying to win your playlist as well as the race, meaning that Sonic goes 2-0 ahead of Kirby's Air Riders. Definitely a hard round to score, but I will say that the music certainly came out on top in Crossworlds.
Round 3. Fight!
In this round, we're going to be looking at gameplay. Which game is more satisfying in your hands?
3, 2, 1, start!
When it comes to gameplay, Air Riders is fascinating because it asks you to accept its rules. Auto acceleration, 2-button logic, and a momentum-based rhythm where tiny decisions stack up fast. When it clicks, it's addictive. The speed is higher than you would expect, and a perfect lap feels like threading a needle at warp speed. But keeping it real, it does have friction. Tying boost charging and copy ability usage into overlapping inputs can cause those no not like that moments where an action costs you speed at the worst possible time. When it comes to gameplay, Sonic Racing Crossworlds is more immediately readable. Accelerate, drift, brake, item classic. It rewards clean lines, good drifting, trick timing, and knowing when to push. It's a type of racer where you feel yourself improving quickly, and it supports a lot of playstyles through vehicle types and tuning. The downside is that it can be punishing when you mess up. Collisions and bad turns can snowball, and item chaos can sometimes feel brutal depending on what's flying around.
White K.
When it comes to gameplay, who steals this round? I will keep it real, this was definitely a hard one to score, and I will say it certainly hinges on the subjective side of the fence. Crossworlds is smoother and more traditional, but in my humble opinion, Kirby's moment-to-moment flow and originality kind of gives it the edge here. It feels like nothing else, to keep it real. So in that instance, Kirby definitely is clawing back at 2-1 down.
Round 4. Fight!
In this round, we're going to be focusing on course and mode variety. Which game stays fresh the longest during a session? Kirby's variety isn't just more tracks, it's different ways to play. You've got these standard racing modes, but then city trials show up and basically turns the game into a chaotic scavenger hunt, plus randomizer a final event. And road trips act like a remix campaign, constantly throwing bite-sized challenges at you and making the whole package feel flexible. The variety is the point. Kirby Air Riders is built to definitely surprise you and certainly is very strong when it comes to game variety. Sonic Racing Crossworlds brings variety through content scale and a clever structure. It's got a huge selection of tracks, plus the Crossworlds mechanics that changes what you're dealing with mid-race. Even if you know your main track, the second lap shifts forces adaptation, and the transforming vehicle forms adds extra layer to route decisions and execution. It's a different kind of variety, more mastery across a wider game than party chaos. The course and mode variety, who comes out on top? This yet again was another hard round to score. Crossworlds has a mountain of courses, but Kirby's mode variety is more dramatic and memorable. It feels like 3 games stitched together on purpose, meaning that Kirby has certainly tied up the head-to-head at 2-2, scoring the victorious one when it comes to course and mode variety. But as I said, this was definitely a hard round to score.
Round 5. Fight!
In this round, the focus is all around longevity and multiplayer. Which racer becomes the one your group keeps coming back to?
3, 2, 1, start!
Kirby Air Riders to me shines as a hangout game. City Trial alone can feel endless, one more round energy, and the checklist achievements keeps giving you reasons to experiment. Its online, social features, and structured challenges make it feel like a complete package even without needing constant updates. It does, however, ask players to get comfortable with its unusual feel. Some players will bounce off the controls philosophy before it actually fully clicks. To me, Crossworlds is built to live for a very long time. Tons of unlockables, deep tuning, time trials that naturally hook competitive brains, and enough modes to satisfy both casual nights and I'm optimizing my build moods. It also has that regular hangout rotation vibe, easy to boot up, easy to run a few cups, easy to argue about who got robbed by items. And if ongoing content support keeps landing, it becomes a racer that never stops having new stuff.
Oh yeah!
Who takes the round when it comes to longevity and multiplayer? I will say Kirby wins on unique party energy, but Crossworlds wins on staying power, customization depth, and also being easier to recommend to any group, meaning that Sonic Racing Crossworlds goes 3-2 up in this head-to-head against Kirby Air Riders. Anyway, peeps, there you have it. That wraps up our head-to-head with Kirby Air Riders versus Sonic Racing Crossworlds. This is the kind of matchup where the winner depends on what you want from a racer. Kirby Air Riders is the most original, the most chaotic, and the one that can turn into a legendary couch session with the right friends. To me, it's definitely the racing game that you ask yourself, why is this so fun? It's definitely strange at first, incredible once it clicks. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is the more complete long-term package. Great track design, tons of content, deep customization, and the Crossworlds mechanic that keeps races from ever feeling too autopilot. I personally describe this as a racer you can play casually or fall into like a hobby. So overall winner is Sonic Racing Crossworlds at 3-2. But here's the real takeaway, both are absolutely worth playing because they scratch different itches. If you want wild modes and unpredictable party energy, Kirby Air Riders is definitely a must to play. If you want a feature-rich arcade racer with depth for days, Crossworld takes the trophy. No bad choice, just different kind of speed. Anyway, peeps, there you have it, a matchup between two really solid racing games. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below as to which racer do you prefer and whether you agree with my scoring round by round, and definitely let me know in the comments below what you make of the overall video. As always, if you did enjoy this very quick urban gameplay video, be sure to hit the like button. Do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so before, and until next video, we definitely say peace out, peeps.
No! What happened?
Finish! See ya! Can't beat the best!